Hey YouTubers, welcome back to the Rodney1279 channel. We're going to continue our 700 subscriber special. And this is coming in at number 2. And we're going to do Jeopardy for the PS3. Now I currently have a run for this game. I won $60,800. And we're going to count this as a part of my 700 subscriber special. You're just going to play a regular game. No bonuses if I win. It's just going to be a regular game. Now I noticed on this Jeopardy game that even if you lose, they count it towards your total. So if I lose this game, I'm just going to count it towards my total wherever I win here. But of course on the real show, only the winner gets to keep the cash.
Please welcome our contestants. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. Book learning.
Okay.
The A's.
The A's, okay.
Canada, Mexico, or the United States.
Okay.
NHL, NBA, NFL, or all three.
Do
the math. And the old country.
4 of the 6 clues I'm comfortable with.
Player 1.
Let's start with do the math for 1,000. We'll start backwards.
From the Greek for stretch, it's the term for the longest side of a right triangle. Okay, player 1.
Where's the hypotenuse? $800 for do the math.
If 7x plus 5 equals 40, x equals this.
What is 5? X is 5.
Player 1. Right. You again. -4 times -4 times -2 times -2 equals this. Player 1.
Okay, -4 times -4 is 16 times a -2 is -32 times another -2 is 64 positive.
Player 1.
400.
Add 20, 21, and 22. Multiply by 3, and you get this.
Here we go.
Yes, player 1.
Okay, that's 63 and times 3. 63 times 3 is 189.
Good for you.
And
you
200.
Again, 39xy divided by 3x equals this.
It equals 13y.
Yes, player 1. Yes.
That was easy enough.
Player 1, back to
all right, let's do
next selection.
NHL for
highest
200.
Average salary.
I'm a guess on this
yes,
one.
Player 1.
I'm gonna say it will be the NFL. No.
Anyone else want to hazard?
It must be the NBA.
Here's the correct response. The NBA.
That's okay.
Player 1 uses a center. Yes,
all 3 of them.
You get to pick it. Has no teams based outside the continental U.S. Yes, player 1.
That'll be the NFL.
You again, player 1. Plays its championship at a theoretically neutral site. Yes, player 1.
That's the NFL.
Correct.
And
Player
1,000.
1, canceled regular season games in 2011 due to labor woes. Okay, player 1.
Okay, that would be the NHL. No.
Anyone else?
It wasn't the was it the NFL?
Here's what we were looking for. NBA.
It was the NBA. Okay.
Player 1, choose again.
Never mind. Let's do Canada,
The
200.
largest in area.
Where's Canada?
Player 1. Right you are. Player 1, it's 90% Catholic. Yes, player 1.
90% Catholic. Let's go with where's Mexico?
You again, player 1. The most populous. Let's hear it, player 1.
Let's go with the USA.
Yeah, that's right. Way to go. Player 1. It has 2 official languages. Yes, player 1.
Let's go with Canada. Where's Canada?
Yep.
And
You get
1,000.
to answer. It's the Daily Double.
Let's bid it all.
Currently in the lead.
If I miss it, I'll start over again.
All right, here's your clue. Ruled by an emperor from 1864 to 1867.
Go by the emperor. There's no emperors in the United States. What is Canada? Damn it. What was it?
Here's the response we were looking for. Mexico.
Mexico. Well, let's start again.
You get to pick again.
The A is
Player 1.
200.
A liquid under pressure released through a nozzle as a spray or foam. Let's hear it, player 1.
Where's the aerosol?
Yeah. We return to a recess or nook for something like a bookcase. It's player 1.
What is an alcove?
Player 1, to suspend a legal proceeding. Okay, player 1.
What is adjourn?
Please pick it from the Greek for slope. It's to adjust to a new set of conditions. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is atone?
No.
Dang.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? We're talking about to acclimate.
Or acclimate. Okay.
Please pick it. Let's go over to Kelly.
In seismic data, the maximum displacement of a seismic wave during one oscillation, here 23 millimeters, is referred to by this term.
I'll try it.
Yes, player 1.
What is an amplitude?
Good for you. Player 1. Pick again.
The old country 200.
Let's go over to Sarah.
Shown here on the upper right, it changed its name in 1935.
It's player 1.
Huh. Was Iran? That's the only one that made sense.
You again,
The
player
old country
1. It was
400.
Siam until 1939. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Thailand?
Player 1. Until 1972, it was Ceylon. Yes, player 1.
What is... I was going to say Bangladesh. Was Suriname?
Sorry. Anyone else?
Finally, somebody
Yes,
joins
player
the
two.
game.
Good.
Sri Lanka.
Player 2, where do we start? It was the Khmer Republic from 1970 until 1975. Okay, player 2.
She tied me up just
Player
like that.
2, choose again. Until 1975, it was the Malagasy Republic. Okay, player 3. Player 3, you start us off. Her Little Women appeared in 1868. A mere 127 years later, her A Long Fatal Love Chase arrived. Okay, player
Who
1.
is Loser May Alcott?
Player 1.
Four.
In addition to 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, he wrote an 1887 story on the Civil War, North against South. Here's the response we were looking for. Jules Verne. Player 1. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others, in a 1945 book by this author. Here's what we wanted. George Orwell. We return to you, player 1. In 1840, he hit a bumpo in the road and penned The Pathfinder. Player 3. That's it.
Takes the lead.
And now the $1,000 clue. In 1863, this Russian wrote The Cossacks, a short novel based on his travels with the army. Let's hear it, player 2. That's not it. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Let's hear it, player 1.
Who is Leo Tolstoy?
Yes.
I got the lead back.
Player
All right.
2 is in third place, which means, of course, player 2 will select first in Double Jeopardy. Let's see what happens in Double Jeopardy with these categories awaiting the players. The Vatican.
Okay.
Baseball franchise shifts. Anti-war books. It's all good. U.S. city history. And health and medicine.
All right.
A lot of clues, a lot of categories.
Going with baseball
Player 2.
franchise
In 1958, the Dodgers and this team moved west to California. Let's hear it, player 1.
Who are the giant? Wait a minute. It's either the Angels. I'm gonna go with the Angels. Who are the Angels?
No. Sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? The correct response is the Giants.
It was the Giants. Daggett.
The Braves spent 82 seasons in Boston and more than 40 in Atlanta, with a 13-season stop in this city. Yes, player 3? No. Sorry. Anyone else? It's player 1.
They were in Milwaukee. Was Milwaukee?
Right. Where do we begin, player
U.S.
1?
City History 400.
This Missouri city wasn't named for Scott or Janice, but for the Reverend Harris G., an early settler there. Okay, player 1.
Was Joplin?
Yeah. We return to 2 months before the Declaration of Independence. The Rhode Island Independence Act was signed in this city. Yes, player one.
What is Providence?
Yeah!
You again, player one. It was Arizona's territorial capital from 1867 to 1877, and a university was founded there in 1885. Okay, player one.
What is Tucson?
Good for you.
They didn't fool me with Phoenix.
Player one. Indianapolis was laid out in a wheel pattern inspired by this other major city some 500 miles away. Okay, player one.
What is Chicago?
No, sorry.
I guess it's not 500 miles away from Minneapolis.
It's player three.
Mm.
A lot of clues, a lot of categories, player three. Here's Jimmy with the clue.
It was uninhabited when it was chosen as a territorial capital in 1836 and named for a president who died that year.
I'll try it.
Yes, player one.
I'm gonna go with Jefferson City.
No. Anyone else?
Maybe Jacksonville.
We're talking about Madison.
It's Madison, Wisconsin.
You get to pick again, player three. His All Quiet on the Western Front is a classic of anti-war fiction. Here's what we wanted. Eric Maria Remarque. Player three, back to you. In this Dalton Trumbo novel, Joe returns home from the war with his body shattered, but his mind intact. Here's the correct response. Johnny got his gun. You get to pick again, player three. Oscar the Dwarf revels in the destruction and insanity of Nazi Germany in his The Tin Drum. Player three.
Yeah!
You got it. You again, player three. Lateral epicondylitis is the medical term for the chronic arm injury called this sport's elbow.
It's tennis elbow.
Let's hear it, player one. Correct.
It's all
Where
good
do
for
we begin,
400.
player one? It's the car battery terminal with a plus sign. Okay, player one.
What is positive?
Incorrect. Please pick it.
Yeah.
It can mean far better than average, or not yet settled, like an unpaid debt. Yes, player one.
What is outstanding?
Good. You get to pick. The bird Ardea herodias isn't just any blue heron, it's this blue heron. Player one.
What is great?
Yeah. Good. Player one. As an adjective, it means very impressive. As a noun, it's a lavish production.
I'll back off of this one.
Here's the correct response. Spectacular. Please pick again. Marvin Hagler was Marvelous Marvin. Tom Seaver was nicknamed Tom This. Let's hear it, player 2. Yes.
Tom Terrific.
Player 2, you're in command of the board as we continue right now. In this ancient Greek play, women deny their husbands bedroom visitation rights until they stop fighting. Here's the response we were looking for. Lysistrata. Select again.
Let's see how this is going to play out.
The first of the 2 daily doubles. Player 2, you are currently in last. Player 2, please select your... Here is your daily double clue. This American humorist's war prayer about the Spanish-American War was published in 1923, after his death. Good move, and it paid off. Player 2.
Close game.
Statin drugs like Lipitor are used to lower the bad type of this. It's player 1.
Where's cholesterol?
A lot of clue. A sign of this infection from the virus that also causes chickenpox is a blistering rash preceded by severe pain. It's player 1.
What is shingles?
Hey, the win. We return to... There are viral and bacterial types of this, the inflammation of the membranes covering the brain and spinal cord. Yes, player 1.
What is meningitis? Not multiple sclerosis. My mom has that.
Player 1.
2000.
The name of this fluid that contains white blood cells comes from the Latin for water. Let's hear it, player 1.
Oh boy. What is... I'm going to go with lymph. Coup.
Player 1. Pick again.
Alright, let's do baseball franchise shifts for 12
In 1955, the Philadelphia Athletics moved to this city, where they remained for 13 seasons. Player 1.
What is Kansas City?
Yes. You get to pick again. After the 1960 season, the Washington Senators left the capital and headed west to this town. Let's hear it, player 3. Yes.
Minneapolis.
Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3, you make the next selection as we... In 1972, the new Washington Senators moved west and became this team. Here's what we were looking for. The Texas Rangers.
Oh, okay.
You again, player 3. CRISPIN of VITERBO was the first one of these created by John Paul II. Okay, player 1.
What is a pope?
Nope.
No, sorry. Pope.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
I want to keep this a runaway game if I can.
Here's what we wanted. A saint.
Okay, that makes sense.
You again, player 3. You may not use cell phones or felt-tip pens when researching in the secret these. Okay, player 2. Anyone else? Player 1.
What are vaults?
No.
Must be archives then.
Anyone else?
Damn it.
Okay, player 3. You are correct. Select again.
Let's see what he's going to wager here.
Answer. The other daily double. You are currently in second place. What are you going to wager? Answer this. The four papal these churches include St. Peter's and St. John Lateran. That is correct.
Oh boy, it's going to be interesting.
The Inventario Manoscritti room is part of this Vatican building. Here's the correct response. The library. Now let's take a look at that $2,000 clue, shall we? The faithful can make offerings via cash or credit card to the fund called This Man's Pence. Here's what we were looking for. Peter.
Peter Pence.
You all move on to
All right, not a runaway game. That's a guard player 3.
So much depends on how you do in the final Jeopardy category, which today is economics. What are you going to wait?
Okay, he got 7,200. I better make my wager now. 40.
Now the last clue. In 2007, this 18th century professor and writer became the first Scotsman to appear on an English banknote.
I'm going to go with John Stuart Mill.
And your response? How much do you...
Dag, my answer's wrong.
Correct response.
Shoot, my run is
Your
over.
response. How much do you add to your total with that correct response? And your response? And that will cost you.
Oh well. So I get $5,999. My run is over with.
Good game. Thank you so much for playing.
Alright, well we'll see if we can have better luck on Wheel of Fortune. Alright guys, this is Rodney1279 signing off for right now. And join me for Wheel of Fortune right after this, the final segment.